Hello, dear wonderful friends. Welcome here at Laarni's Kitchen and Food Creations. Tonight, I would love to share my simple way of baking or making royal bibingka. So this is quite a special one, and I'm doing some twists so it will make it more special. So what are the very basic ingredients that we have? Okay, by the way, please come join with me as I'm going to preheat my oven. So we are going to preheat my oven. So I'll press bake. So I will just have it 330 degrees Fahrenheit and set that aside until our oven is ready for baking. So friends, there are some layers in this compartment here. So this is the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So I might as well use the first, second, and third layer. So this is part of the oven's middle rack. Wonderful friends, making this easy royal bibingka. I want you to try this. So this is my very own recipe, but you can always do your own twist of making this royal bibingka. Of course, from the royal word itself, it's special, like royal family of England, royal, there's royalty. So there's a special or like there's a good connotation of the word royal. So it means to say sweet, fancy. What else that you can think about the word royal? Famous, special. Okay, now this is my baking dish. So you can use whatever baking dish you want. So I'm just greasing it with butter. You can use an oil spray if you want. So we'll just grease this one. Okay, and set that aside. So wonderful friends, we are going to bake our royal bibingka. Royal bibingka is made of glutinous rice flour. So I use 400 grams of this glutinous rice flour. And so in one package, 400 grams, there are 4 cups of in total, I should say. Okay, here in my mixing bowl, I have prepared 4 large eggs. Look at my eggs. Okay, so that's Laarni. Mary Lepot is my last name, and they finally called me Chichi. That's my nickname. People use or my family used to call me back home, and even here. Some of my friends know that my nickname is Chichi, and I love calling that name. I love to hear people calling that name, especially to my friends and to my family. So 4 eggs into our clean dry mixing bowl. Oh, by the way, friends, I try to preheat my oven first because mixing this batter mixture is very, very easy and very fast. So I have here 4 large eggs. You can use up to 5 or 3. It's up to you, friends. So I use unsalted butter. This is 1 stick, which is equivalent to half a cup. And so I'm going to melt this using my microwave. So I have to put this unsalted butter into my microwave oven. Okay, there you go. Just for, let's say, 35 seconds until the butter will be melted. So friends, I am going to use 405 mLs of creme densada. Creme densada is a combination of cream and condensed milk. So this is very, very delicious and tasty. But if you don't have creme densada milk, then you can always use the condensed milk. Let's get our melted butter. Okay, so wonderful friends, remember I added 405 mLs of creme densada and then 4 eggs, and then I will just mix it, half a cup of unsalted butter melted. Okay. So by the way, since the creme densada is sweet, so I don't really need to add some sugar. But it is still up to your own discretion. So simply mix this one. Making this is super easy and it's not complicated at all. Okay, there you go. So I'll be using 2 cups of coconut cream. Actually, this is coconut cream or coconut milk. The cream is much thicker than the coconut milk. So this is 400 mLs, which is equivalent to 2 cups of coconut cream or coconut milk. But I would like still to recommend, if you have the access to fresh coconut milk, the taste is much better, I should say. Okay, there you go. And then I am going to add, because you know, royal bibingka, this is just for our family's consumption. I'm going to add unsweetened almond milk. You can use soy milk or fresh milk. So I'm going to add 1 cup. I love this kind of milk. So 1 cup. That's very, very optional. Wonderful, friends. Simply mix it until this is well combined. There are some ingredients in this process that are very, very optional, but the very foundation or the very basic foundation in this butter mixture, it's very, very simple. Okay, after that, wonderful friends, I am going to add the entire how do you call this one, Lloyd? Bottle or container of this coconut makapuno strings. So the coconut makapuno strings, these are very sweet already. You can use the meat, the coconut meat. You know, it's much better. So that's why I don't really need to add some sugar, because this is sweet already. So with my son's assistant, Lloyd, he is trying to help me in doing the video of this. Normally, I'm the one who is doing the video. My left hand is always holding the camera, and my left hand is holding the camera and my right hand is doing the mixing. But as of this time, I requested, Lloyd, can you help me? Okay. And Lloyd went out. He got me a cup of coffee and French fries. Okay, now friends, so easy. So once it's done, then we will just add the 4 cups of this glutinous rice flour. Okay, there you go. Simply mix it. See, the process is super easy. Okay. Remember, friends, that cooking and baking, they always make fun and easy here at my little kitchen. Thus, it gives you the ideas on what to prepare for your family's next meal. Love to share my simple recipes from day-to-day experience here at my little cucina. Okay, there you go, friends. See that one? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now it's about time that we're going to add our butter mixture, sorry for the noise, into our baking dish. So we will use our spatula to clear up or to scrape or to smoothen our mixture. So this is the consistency, wonderful friends. See that one? Okay, so we're going to add that into our baking dish or baking tray. Okay, there you go. Let's continue greasing our baking dish. That side there. But if you have banana leaves, which is very, very unique and authentic Filipino dish, Filipino dessert, you can always use the banana leaves. it is much better. I do have some banana leaves, but it's not enough to cover the entire baking dish. Okay, you can grease using your oil spray or oil, or just grease it having your butter. So this is almost done. So see that, friends? Okay, I'm going to add the entire mixture into our So only a quarter of it, this entire dish will be for family's consumption, and the rest will be given away. Okay, for free taste and to some of my friends that I feel I have to share this to them. You can also add some cheese toppings afterwards, like once the bibingka is done. But I don't bother because this is so tasty already and creamy. Okay, there you go. We're just going to do like that so that it will be level or even. Okay, wonderful friends. Our oven is ready at 330 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to bake this for 1 hour. And if needed, more hours in the process of baking, then we can always try to add increments of minutes. There you go. Close that and set that aside. And so I'm going to put my timer. When you bake, make sure that you always have your timer, friends, so that there's accuracy in your baking. Okay, so set that aside for 1 hour. So wonderful friends, after 1 hour at 330 degrees Fahrenheit, I will just cancel that one and come, let's check our royal bibingka. So I'll have to take it out from the oven and so you can see up close and personal. So this is how it looks like, my wonderful friends. So when I don't really use toothpick to poke it at the middle whether it's cooked or not, but you can always feel this one. If it bounce, it's good to go. So it's slightly golden brown, but we are not yet done with that. So what shall we do next? So I have here my cheese whiz. So instead of having grated cheese or a block of cheese, I don't have it. I ran out of stock, so I will just brush some of the cheese here. Friends, this is quite optional. If you have this kind of cheese, you can always use this kind, or once your bibingka it's done, and you can just cool it off completely before adding grated cheese. You can reduce your cheese, so it's up to you, friends. If you want it more tasty, then you can add a little bit more. Okay. So what I am doing after this, I have here this brown sugar. So I will just sprinkle some brown sugar on top. So adding brown sugar, that's quite optional as well. You can use white sugar if you want. So after adding or sprinkling sprinkled brown sugar, we're going to bake it again. So I press bake and I will bake that at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. So I have to close it. Okay, there you go, friends, at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'll set my timer into 10 minutes. Set that aside and we'll check that after 10 minutes. Okay, friends, I will just cancel the timer and come, let's check. So friends, this is the output and it's quite done, but I would like to have it golden brown. So I'm going to switch my temperature into broil and broil it at 375 for only 2 minutes until this will become golden brown. So friends, I'll switch into broil. That's 500 degrees. So I will just have it 375. And then set timer for only 2 minutes. Okay, finally I'll have to cancel everything and it's quite done, and let's check. So lovely, friends, this is the output of our royal bibingka, topped with cheese and some sprinkle it with brown sugar. So I hope you like it. You can do your own twist, and this is my own version of doing it. And please let it cool completely before serving it. Okay, and if you don't have the cheese which I use, the type of cheddar cheese, then you can always use the black cheese, but make sure you have to let it cool before you will grate your cheese. Thank you once again for watching La Arnie's Kitchen and Food Creations. Stay tuned for more cookings and bakings here at my little kitchen. Bye for now. This is your home bake buddy La Arnie saying you maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. Daghan kaing salamat.